Good morning, everyone. It's Lonnie. We are back in the shed. Time to get to work. I've actually, let's see, I just started uploading. Yep, I just edited and uploaded a video, and now I'm ready to pull some eBay orders. So let's get started. First thing I pulled already was this LSU set of LSU splash guards. I actually bought this for $5. I think I bought like 5 of them at the time. And I think this is like the 4th one I've sold. I paid $5 a piece and sold for $25 plus shipping on top. I had to pull this off of one of these shelves. Took me a minute to find it. So, but yeah, this is a Batman bust from Dark Knight Rises. This is going out to Brian. He bought it for his son, and he's asking, I don't know whether he will keep the bust in his room at home or take it with him to college. I would take it with me to college and display it in the room there so you could see it. But yeah, thanks a lot, Brian. I hope your son likes it, and best of luck at college. I got one going to college soon, hopefully, supposed to be very soon. Hopefully those plans hold up. So yeah, thanks again. Sold another one of these calendars. Here they are. These end up being like pretty good, at least some of them do. This is it right here. I actually have 2. I was gonna bundle these things at first. I was gonna put 2 together, and then when I started looking at the prices that they were worth, or some comps I'd seen, I'm like, heck no, I'm gonna sell these individually. So yeah, that's what I did. I sold this calendar for $29.99 plus shipping on top. Sold a silver Hummer from the eBay shelf. Allegedly. Let's see. Where the heck would it even be? Ah, it's gonna be one of these guys. I only got 2 cars on this shelf. Here we go. Silver Hummer. Got, I think this is a pretty good sale too. Yeah, $26.99 plus shipping on top for this. Sold a video game, Final Fantasy IX. Gotta be careful with these Roman numerals. Let's see. That is not it. That is it right there. IX, Final Fantasy IX. This sold for, this is like one of the lower value Final Fantasies I had. I had several. So $11.99 plus shipping on top. Going to Pop B Shelf, sold this Steam Boy collector's gift set. Listed yesterday, sold it yesterday, $10 plus shipping on top. It's got like a little book and then a DVD in there. I've had this for quite a while. I don't know why I didn't list it already, but yeah, it's gone now. Last order on that account, Monarch of the Glen series, I think it was series 3. Is that what it was called? Or it might have been series 5. It was either 5 or 3. So I'm thinking 5. I'll double check when I get back over there. But yeah, this sold for I think $7.99 plus shipping. I've sold 1 or 2 others. Yeah, this is the right one, $7.99. I've sold 1 or 2 other seasons of this show. Okay, Winter is back in the shed. No, not Winter the season, Winter the person. Winter actually bought like a vintage toy Apple, I think 2 weeks ago or so. And now she's back to buy some cameras. I put up 4 vintage cameras for auction. Started the auction at $9.99. Auction ended at $9.99. Winter got a pretty good deal there, I think. Let's see. Put them on the bookshelf. Let me go get these. I'm glad you got a good deal on these, Winter. Let's see. It's this box right here. Not sure if that's the box I'm going to ship in. That's the box they're in now. But yeah, y'all can see them on the screen. They're just some a random assortment of cameras there. So thank you very much, Winter. Hope you enjoy. The last thing I'm pulling today is Z4. It's right here. This is a denim, Levi's denim shirt. And yeah, it sold for $24.99 plus shipping on top. That was something that was on the death rack over there. So yeah, pretty good little sales day. I like it. Question time. I've got Final Cut Pro quit unexpectedly. Yeah, I don't have enough memory for this stuff. I'm gonna put, I've got 8 gigs in this setup, and anytime I start messing with video, whether it be an iMovie or Final Cut Pro, every now and then they just shut down because I think it's because of memory issues. So I ordered new memory already, and I'm gonna put 32 gigs in a few days. So hopefully that'll alleviate my problems with that. I'm lucky this model iMac has a little compartment down here that I can open up and pop in some RAM real easy. So anyways, that's not reselling related, is it? CJM God, first question here. What do I have? 1, 2, 5, 7, I have 9 pulled up here. CJM God, me and my dad sells full-time. He has been doing it all his life. He used to own a thrift store, but not anymore. And I don't do eBay yet, just sell and OfferUp and swap meet. Do you have any tips of starting an eBay store, and what type of computer, laptop should I get? Okay, so first of all, whenever you open up that eBay account, you're probably going to be limited to maybe 10 items or so, unless you've had the account for a while. I don't know what those particulars are. So first of all, first thing I would do is I would try and sell, like, don't put anything up at first that's going to be like super long tail, you know, like don't put a bunch of stuff up that's going to take like weeks or months to sell. Put up fast moving stuff, because that's what's going to help as you turn stuff, burn and turn stuff real quick. That's what's going to help you get your account limits up faster. So that would be my first word of advice. But you asked specifically about a computer. It doesn't matter really. Any Windows or Macintosh computer is going to be fine. It's not doing eBay stuff doesn't require much of a computer, honestly. The only other thing I would make sure you have a printer to print your postage with, and yeah, get started. I mean, I don't think maybe at first you may not even want to do a store, because you know you're not going to be able to list that many items anyways, probably. But yeah, that's the best thing I could say. If you already have something, like you probably already have some type of computer, that's probably good enough, whatever you currently have. Video Guy Allen, you talked about the Completely app, and I looked it up as I never heard of it. Can you explain what the advantage this app could provide? It looks interesting and I would potentially purchase it, but aside from the description, I am not sure what advantages that would give. I don't use the Completely app to its full potential, because I know it has some like research facilities on it for researching prices and whatnot. Like it'll put up a bunch of nice graphs and stuff. Seller Mean PC, here's some graph of me. Seller Mean PC last week. Yeah, it's got all kind of weird stuff. But quite a while back, Tommy Bernard of the Tommy Bernard YouTube channel, he recommended it to me, and yeah, I'm like, what? It's like $3-4 or whatever the heck it is, maybe $5. I can't even remember. It's been a while. But all I really do with it is I use it to quickly look at my 2 stores here. I have Mean PC and I have Garage Flip stores there. And look, I'm also spying on RVA Flips. I'm spying on Thrift Mine and John Cincinnati Picker. And that's one of the cool things. You could spy on, you know, you can quickly look at what other stores are doing if you want to. I just have them on there because they're buddies of mine. But anyways, like if I want to quickly look at my Mean PC store, I get a real quick, nice quick snapshot of stuff that's recently sold, which for me, that's really nice. Like I sold this guy. Tap on it, and then this is where I get my screenshot from. Pop, and then it has a lot of y'all like the start and ended date and the duration. So yeah, for me, it's just a handy tool as far as making these videos, but it's completely unnecessary. I don't need it. I could do without it. So if it's like if it's like a case where you don't really know if you want to spend the money, I probably just wouldn't, honestly, unless there's some features on this thing that I'm not using properly. I think there's like some item research stuff you can do too, but I've never used it for that. Jink Fast, Lonnie, when you drop your packages at the USPS, do you just put in the prepaid shipping bin or do you give to the clerk? We don't, the post office I go to doesn't have a prepaid shipping bin. So I do give them to the clerk, but I don't stick around for the receipt. And I'm just telling y'all that I don't do it. If anybody asks me, should I get them all scanned and then get a receipt, I would say you should. Because when you don't, you know, there's a potential that some things could happen. I don't do it to save time, to save 5 minutes a day or whatever I'm saving. I don't have enough problems with that to where it's worth it for me to spend the 5 minutes a day, because that 5 minutes a day turns into about a half hour a week, 2 hours a month, and now you're just like, man, that's a lot of time. So that's why I don't do it. But if somebody asks me, should I wait and get the receipt for the scan, I'd be like, yeah, you should. George G, I keep missing the name of those round lights. I always have a problem with glare, reflections, and uneven lighting. So these lights, they're really good as far as being even. Now, what you will experience with these is glare. There will be glare if you use something like this. A lot of times I have to like turn items, get the right angle, or move the camera around to take the glare off. But yeah, there is definitely still some glare. They're bright, even, good lighting, but they're not perfect. I think the most perfect lighting you could get would probably be a big softbox. So, but I like the amount of space these things take up a lot better. For me, any disadvantages those ring lights have are offset by the advantages. But your mileage may vary. So, they're I paid about $125 for those, but you can get them cheaper if you go on Amazon and look. I do have a link to the ones I bought though. Matt, how long does it take generally for you to sell an item? A few weeks seems the norm for me. Does that sound about right? Yeah, it totally depends. Totally depends. I sold something yesterday that's been listed over 2 years. A lot of times video games will sell within hours, and then other stuff, I would say on average though, I would say about a week or two for me. Now, clothing sellers, shoe sellers, comic book sellers, it just depends on what you're selling, really. I can't usually kind of predict how long something's going to take to sell. You know, oh, this looks like about a 2 or 3 day thing. This looks like about a week. But yeah, once something makes it to like over a year, it's probably been a little too long. Sarah, where do you get your packing paper? I need some. I usually, if I'm buying packing paper, which I don't use a ton of packing paper, I'll get the big thing at Sam's if they have it. I've also bought big packs at Walmart. Not the most, it's like this kind of stuff here. Not the most probably cost-effective way to buy the paper, but that's how I buy it. I know you can also buy it in the big rolls, like newsprint rolls and stuff. I've never bought one of those though. So if you're going to be using a lot, you may want to ask around a little more, or look around, see if you can find some of those big newsprint rolls. Maybe even hang it up on some type of dispenser type thing. Kimberly, I had a question on being restricted on eBay. I had an Olympus camera case for sale, and in the title I put it has a Velcro latch. And Velcro brand company reported my listing for misuse of their brand name when I clearly put Olympus brand, and now I'm restricted for 3 days. What should I do? And how is that using their brand when I'm just explaining what the case has? Well, Velcro is that sucks. Velcro is actually a brand name. I mean, you did use a brand name in the title. The actual product is hook and loop fastener, but you said Velcro, and that's a specific Velcro name, and they are extremely aggressive protecting their trademark. And yeah, that just stinks. Don't do that again, obviously. As far as what you should do, I would call eBay, because I've only been restricted one time, and I made a mistake similar to this. I called eBay, guy looked at it, and he said, okay, you're not suspended anymore. He took it off. I was selling a case, just a rifle case for an AR-15, and some keyword in my title made him think it was like an assault rifle type situation or something, but all it was a case. So anyway, I called, but the way I worded it was not good. But I called up eBay, and then they reinstated my account right away. I was freaking out because I'd never been suspended before. It's really odd to me, if that's the first time you've done anything like that, that they restricted you right away. Because I've had a lot of takedowns, and you know, like stuff isn't real or whatever, V-Road takedowns or whatever, and typically they just take it down and that's it. Like, I've never had my account suspended for it though, so I wonder if you had done that before. But yeah, anyways, for anybody watching this, don't put Velcro in your title. If you have to put something, which you probably don't, just put hook and loop. For a camera case, I don't think it's necessary to put Velcro or hook and loop in the title. But yeah, they are like stupid aggressive. Anyways, I would call eBay if I were you, though, Kimberly. Call eBay, say, look, I made a mistake. This was completely unintentional. Can you cut me some slack here? I would really appreciate it. Just lay yourself out. Because, I mean, you know, what's the worst they could say? Nope, sorry, you have to serve your sentence. Or they can say, okay, no problem, don't do it again, reinstate. That's what I would do. But best of luck. Okay, Carolina housewife. Lonnie, I'm curious, when you Frankenbox priority boxes, do you pay the original priority box rate? Example, large priority box using 2 boxes Frankenboxed. What rate do they ship at? So usually when I'm Frankenboxing, I'm using these. Let me pull one out of here. This is most often the box I use when I do like a Frankenbox, where I put 2 boxes together to make a bigger box. And there is no set rate that this box ships at. It's not a flat rate box. It's not a regional box or anything like that. So there's no set rate. So it ships by weight and dimensions. So whenever I ship whenever I ship an item with this box by itself, it's going to ship by dimension and weight, whatever I punch in to the eBay shipping page. If I take another box and I make this box bigger, it's still going to ship by dimensions and weight. So yeah, that's all there is to say. There is no set rate. I'm assuming, I get this question a lot, and I think a lot of people just think that these are like large flat rates or something like that, and they're not. I don't even think I have any large flat rates in stock. The only flat rate boxes I have here are medium flat rates, and I do not do Frankenboxes with those. So yeah, anytime you see me Frankenbox, I'm either using my own box or I'm using one of these type boxes that goes by size and weight alone. Nick, I sold a small 5-pound scale for about $8 plus shipping the other day, and the buyer said I lied because there was not a cord with the scale. I never said in my listing it came with a cord, and there wasn't even a cord in any of the pictures. It either uses a cord or batteries. They demanded I send them a cord that I do not have the very next day. I'm assuming they would want their money back, but all they said was I would eat it. I would eat it. Did they say I would eat it, or did they say you would eat it? Not sure what to do now. Any help would be appreciated. I'm assuming they would want their money back, but all they said was I would eat it. Okay, first thing I want to know, Nick, is, well, obviously you didn't have it pictured or described, and I think that kind of device that operates on batteries or AC power, I think it's I don't think it's reasonable for them to assume it comes with a power brick especially if one is not described or pictured and it runs on batteries. That doesn't seem like a reasonable expectation to me. However, I would look at what is your return policy on this item. If you have free returns, or returns within 30 days or whatever it is, if you offer returns, then I would tell them to return the thing. I said, look, it doesn't come with one. I didn't say it did. And there was none pictured, but if you're unhappy with the item, please return it for a refund. That's what I would say. I don't know what else you could say. And yeah, hopefully they won't like say item not as described or something like that, because then that's just going to be another big hassle. But yeah, just be extremely cordial. Even though they're being very unreasonable, you're going to have to be extremely cordial. But I would tend to stand my ground on this one. I don't think they're being very reasonable here. But good luck with it, and just be really over the top nice and say, hey, look, I'm sorry. Don't apologize, because you didn't do anything wrong. Say, if you're unhappy, please return it for a refund. Bottom line. So anyways, that is going to be it for today, y'all. Thank you very much for your questions. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see y'all again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.